afternoon. Thank you all for joining us this evening for our annual Title I meeting, and welcome to Bel-Aire Elementary. I am Mrs. Hardy, principal. Our assistant principal, Ida West. Our other assistant principal, Ms. Ellen Bosarge. And our instructional coach, Ms. Abby Dobbs. The Every Student Succeeds Act requires that each Title I school hold an annual Title I meeting for parents for the purpose of informing you of your school's participation in Title I, explaining the requirements of Title I, and explaining your parent rights to be involved. What you will learn. What does it mean to be a Title I school? The parent's right to know. Programs, services, materials, and staff provided by Title I. A description of our curriculum, forms of academic assessment, achievement levels of state academic standards, and monitoring students' academic progress. 1% parent and family engagement funds are set aside. School Parent and Family Engagement Plan, Student-Teacher-Parent Compact, the process used to develop our Title I plan, school-wide planning identifying the needs that we have, state test scores, how you can be involved, and our McKinney-Vento homeless law. What does it mean to be a Title I school? We are a Title I school. What this means is that we receive federal funds. This number is based upon our free and reduced lunch meal applications. And I do want to encourage you, if you have not completed the free and reduced meal application, please do so. The last few years with COVID, our students ate for free. That is no longer. You have to complete the free and reduced meal application in order for your child to receive free and reduced meals. It is online. The dollars are used to identify students experiencing academic difficulties and providing timely assistance to help those students meet state challenging academic content standards. Purchasing equipment, materials, and supplies, and also for staff. Conducting parent involvement meetings and training activities. Recruiting, hiring, retaining certified and effective teachers. Our school uses federal budget funds for our instructional coach, who you met before, one social worker. Also, we have one EL assistant. We also have our EL teacher present with us this evening, and she is available to translate and interpret things in Spanish for us tonight as needed, and that is Ms. Jefferson.
Buenas tardes a todos. Si necesitan ayuda con traducción o si no entienden lo que está explicando, yo les puedo ayudar. Gracias.
How do you request qualifications of your child's teachers? You may request qualifications by written request to me, the principal. However, I do want to tell you, all of our teachers are highly qualified and certified to teach the areas that they are teaching in. You will be notified if your child is taught for 4 or more weeks by a teacher that is not certified or licensed in the area that they're teaching. Sometimes that comes into play if a teacher goes out on maternity leave, for example. Our curriculum, we follow the Mississippi College and Career Readiness Standards. Forms of academic assessment. Our 3rd through 6th grade students take a MAP state assessment each spring. 5th grade students take a science, math, and ELA assessment. 3rd, 4th, and 6th grade take ELA and math. We also have an alternate assessment for those students who have exceptional special needs. The levels of academic achievement are level 1 through 5. 5 is advanced, 4 is proficient, and 3 is passing. Below 3, they are not meeting those grade level proficiency or mastery of standards. We want all of our students aiming for levels 4 and 5. In 3rd grade, there is a state reading assessment. And part of the Language-Based Promotion Act is that 3rd grade students must pass this reading assessment with a performance level of 3 or above in order to pass to the 4th grade. You can help monitor your students' academic progress by keeping an open line of communication with the teachers. Each night, check to see if they have homework. Provide a quiet place for them to complete their homework. Check that they've done their homework. Homework is extra practice. State test results. Next week, we will be sending home individual students' state test results who took the MAP assessment last year. So please be looking for that in your students' book bag. They'll be bringing that home next week. September 29th, Mississippi plans to release school ratings. We're very proud of the hard work, and we want to work really hard. Our motto is, we dare to be the best, and we want our students to give their very best each and every day. The 1% that is set aside for parents. For our school, that's approximately $4,000. We use that for parent communication, such as the folders that go home back and forth each day, planners we use for that, even paper for correspondence with parents. Also pamphlets and information for parent nights and academies. We want your input on how that money can be used as well.
In the school's parental and family engagement plan. This plan addresses how the school will implement the parental involvement requirements of the Every Student Succeeds Act. Components include how parents can be involved in decision-making and activities. Also, how parental involvement funds are being used. How information and training will be provided to parents. How the school will build capacity in parents and staff for strong parental involvement. You as Title I parents, you have the right to be involved in developing this family engagement plan, which we strongly encourage. How is the evaluation of the district parent and family engagement policy conducted? Evaluation requirements are conduct annually, conduct with Title I parents, analyze content and effectiveness of the current plan, identify barriers to parental involvement, such as time. We always offer, when we do our parent engagement nights, we have a evening activity, and we also provide information from that night the next day as well. Data input may include parent survey, that's required, focus groups, parent advisory committees, and also process and timeline, and how the evaluation informs next year's plans. So we do look at the feedback that we receive and our needs, and we use that to develop the next year's plan. What is the school parent compact? The compact is a commitment from the school, the parent, and the student to share in the responsibility for improved academic achievement. You as Title I parents have the right to be involved in the development of the school parent compact. The compact is distributed during this meeting and during parent meetings. You will find a copy of the family engagement plan in your folders, as well as the school parent compact. School-wide planning process. There's a committee composed of school personnel from a variety of areas and a few parent volunteers. In fact, we have one of our parents who assisted with us with this year's plan. The committee reviews and analyzes data from the comprehensive needs assessment process. Strengths and weaknesses are identified, priorities are determined, and funds are budgeted. You, as a Title I parent, you have the right to be involved in the planning process of the school-wide plan. School-wide plan priorities. Student achievement, that is number 1. Curriculum and instruction, school context and organization, professional development to build capacity of our teachers, and parent and family engagement. How can you be involved? Studies show parental involvement improves student achievement. You can be involved in the following ways. Attend parent and family engagement meetings and activities. We have these monthly by grade levels. Communicate with your child's teacher on a regular basis. You don't have to wait for your child's teacher to reach out to you. You can reach out to the child's teacher as well. Communicate with your child's teacher on a regular basis. Attend parent and teacher conferences. Participate on a planning committee or parent advisory board. And talk to your child on a regular basis about his or her schoolwork and activities in school. The McKinney-Vento Homeless Law. McKinney-Vento is the primary piece of federal legislation dealing with the education of children and youth experiencing homelessness in the U.S. public schools. Who is covered in this? Children who lack a fixed, regular, and adequate nighttime residence, temporarily shared housing of others due to loss of housing, economic hardship, or similar reasons. This is when families double up with each other. Living in motels, hotels, trailer parks, and campgrounds due to the lack of adequate alternate accommodations. And you would be surprised how many of our families experience homelessness. Living in emergency or transitional shelters, living in public or private place not designated for humans to live. Living in cars, parks, abandoned buildings, bus or train stations. Any student, any child experiencing homelessness is covered under the McKinney-Vento homeless policy. If you find yourself at any time living in any of these types of conditions, please notify us and we will be able to help. Parent leaders at our school. Some are actually members of our staff that have children that attend our school. We have Mrs. Lee Burnett, who is one of our parent leaders. If you'll raise your hand, please.
Hello.
We also have Ms. Brittany Thomas here with her 2 sons. We have Ms. Shayla Dito, who's one of our parent leaders, and we also have Ms. Crystal Marks.
And you can reach those parents just by coming here at the school. Some of them are always here. Also, we have listed their email addresses for you if you would like to contact them. After our Title I meeting, one of our teachers, Ms. Sharon Taylor, is going to provide a little information about the PTA. And we'd like to see how many of you are interested in joining our PTA. Currently, our PTA is inactive, but we hope to reactivate it, and we really want your parent support. And we're so happy that all of you came out tonight, And we encourage you to motivate your children to do their very best, because our goal is to become an A-rated school. And I know that we can do it because we have some of the smartest and brightest students around. Well, thank you so much for coming out tonight. We do have a copy of our school-wide Title I plan available. If any one of you would like to look over that, there's always a copy available in our office.
We also have a copy of a parent survey, which you will find in your folders. So if you would please complete those surveys and turn those back into us tonight, we really appreciate it. We value your feedback.
And we will have a follow-up meeting.
Yes, in 2 weeks.
In about 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. We'll be notifying you all of the date of that meeting. Between now and then, if you see any suggestions for changes in the compact that you have, any other information that you have, please email me at Ann Hardy, ANN@harrison.k12.ms.us, or just contact the school. You can also contact any of the teachers, other administration, if you have any suggestions for changes. Well, once again, we want to thank all of you for coming out this evening, and we hope that you'll stick around for our open house. And it starts at
6, but you're more than welcome to kind of just mingle in here for a little while and then head up, or you can head out and back in. But most of our teachers will be here at 6 o'clock. Okay? Thank y'all so much for coming.